open white supremacists running for public office. Let's go ahead on and we're going to go ahead and get to that clip.
Arthur Jones is running for Congress in Chicago's 3rd District.
Do you think you have a shot at winning?
Listen, I wouldn't be in this if I didn't think I could win.
He's also one of at least 8 white nationalists running for state or federal office this year, according to the Southern Poverty Law Center.
I consider myself a white racialist.
Jones was a member of the American Nazi Party who denies the Holocaust ever happened.
6 million Jews. Ridiculous.
He's also campaigning to keep Chicago's neighborhoods 90% white.
I think most white people want a white neighborhood.
Do you think that black people are genetically inferior?
The average IQ of a black person is about 20 points lower than the average IQ of a white person.
I went to Harvard.
All right. And you got a lot of white blood in you, too.
Some white blood. I'm African American.
Well, that's where your intelligence is coming from, I think.
You think it comes from my white side?
I think so.
20,000 people voted for Jones in the March primary. He ran uncontested, and now he'll be on the Republican ticket in November. Anti-hate groups say the number of white nationalists running for office this year is higher than ever before, including candidates like Patrick Little.
This monstrous nature of the Jewish people must be known to the public.
You think Jews are monsters?
As a group, they are definitely behaving as a monster, 100%.
Little is running against Senator Dianne Feinstein in California and blames Jews for America's problems.
A foreign power that has committed terrorist attacks against this country.
He claims President Trump is speaking to people like him.
He dog whistled about globalists. I didn't understand he was talking about Jews until after the election.
But the state and national Republican parties say they want nothing to do with him or Jones.
It should be a wake-up call. If these types of candidates are going to come out from under the rock, they need to be repudiated at the ballot box.
We're a nation of communists.
But their supporters say they're not going anywhere.
It's not because we're racist, it's because we feel marginalized and we're the ones who are being oppressed.
Now,
Hold on, guys. I'm going to pause. I want you guys to really hear what that guy just said. And this gets on my last freaking nerves. They want to be victims so bad. Listen to this fool.
At the ballot box.
We're a nation of communists.
but their supporters say they're not going anywhere.
It's not because we're racist, it's because we feel marginalized and we're the ones who are being oppressed.
Now, they're gearing up for a battle
Put America first.
on the ballot. Morgan Radford, NBC News.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. They're being oppressed. They're being marginalized. Where? Where are you being marginalized? It's so funny to me. You want to be a victim so bad. Oh, they want to be victims. But yet they tell black folks, stop playing the victim. You're not a victim. You don't go through much of anything. You don't deal with the issue anymore. When it comes to them, they can be victims, all that. They're marginalized. And you had this open white supremacist. This dude been in the trenches of white supremacy for a long time. He ain't had nothing. He didn't, okay? But he's running. The other dudes say when Trump was giving them dog whistles, talking about the globalists, he said he heard the dog whistle. Now, you know, many of us who really know the truth and know what's going on know about Zionism and so forth and so on. To me, you know, you talk about Jew and all these other things, you know, that's white. So it's no such thing. And you want to talk about who's supposed to be the original Hebrews, you would know that they look no different than me and you. You would know that. And if you would know how blacks are treated in Israel, blacks are treated worse in Israel than they actually treated in America. If you don't believe me, one person that recently talked about it was Azalea Banks. If you go watch that interview on the Breakfast Club, she talked about how they treated her over there. Like, blacks are not welcome over there at all. So, you know, that's a whole different spiel. But, you know, then I had one of them come to my page saying, oh, you sound like Trump. You racist against Jews. Like, man, I ain't. First of all, black people can't be racist. Number two, if I'm telling the truth how black people are treated, you should be against any kind of discrimination, period. But, you know, you start calling out these liberals and how they treating black folks, then it become a problem. But the open white supremacists now, they're running for public office. Remember, you had Roy Moore. He was a pedophile, open pedophile with his situation, right? And they wanted him in public office. So this is who these people are putting out: pedophiles and white supremacists. They have lost their last mind. But you know what? I don't want to be no part of what they got going on. And like my aunt used to always say, when it comes to people criticizing you, when it comes to people telling you things, consider the source. Really consider the source who's telling you. And sometimes you think about the source who's telling you, why should you even get bothered or listen to them? Okay? Now, if they had any kind of decorum, if they wanted to really protect their children, you would hear a mass national outcry against this white supremacist that's running and against a open pedophile that's running. And you don't hear that, do you? You don't at all. But black people are supposed to, all over the nation, talk about Pookie and Ray Ray in mass. And if we don't talk about Pookie and Ray Ray in mass, then, oh, we supporting crime in the black community. You guys don't say nothing about black crime. Well, you guys don't say nothing about open pedophiles running public office. And this is the second one. You got open white supremacists, not hiding it, open white supremacists running for public office, and you're not saying anything. So don't tell us about nothing about Pookie and Ray Ray when you got people that's, to me, worse than Pookie and Ray Ray with the history that's done to black folks and every other group in this country. That's why I say, don't y'all ever take nothing from when they come tell y'all. They have no room to talk. I don't care if they cussing you, calling you racist names. They can never, 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 on a moral level, tell you anything. Why do you even discuss anything with them? Why do you try to explain anything with them? Like, you should be at the point, we are at the point, that you don't have to discuss nothing with them. You don't have to validate anything with them. You don't have to explain anything to them. I'm not explaining racism to them. I don't even do this to tell them anything. I do this to talk to you. And some of them, you know, they understand what I'm saying. They get it. They appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? The non-racist white people, the racist white people don't like what I say. And my videos usually expose them at most of the time. But they shouldn't tell us anything when you got open white supremacists and pedophiles running for public office. And let's see if they win. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, it wouldn't have been for black people. Roy Moore would have won. It wouldn't be for black people. That's for sure. Trump got upset that Roy Moore didn't win. He was upset that a pedophile didn't win. You know, these folks do all kind of so much dirt. And you wonder about all these people connected to Trump, why they all got dirt. Man, when you get to that level with that kind of money, with the white males like that, they all dirty. They all got their hands on criminal activity. Trust me, they all foul. All of them. That's why the people that surrounding him is foul. But it is what it is with that. I don't care.